To see you, Candace Bailey. Oh, she got the giggle belly. It's not a good thing. She's out sick today, but Sarah Underwood is here.
Yay!
So there is that.
There is that. We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
We are indeed. On the show today, fake president and Saturday Night Live star Fred Armisen delivers his State of the Union on Portlandia. It's the show that made fun of hipsters before it was cool. Whatever. Then Sneakerheads rings in 2012 with new Vans inspired by the 1986 BMX movie Brad. Ow! Also, here's something that's cool. Nike celebrates the Year of the Dragon by making Asian workers that are afraid of dragons stitch them onto their sneakers. So
there's that. Plus, people get their damn heads chopped off when we take an in-depth look at the supernatural critters from the Underworld franchise.
Hey.
And one of our favorite segments, Apps! Yeah, helps you waste your life the fun way. With new games, including Terra Noctis, where you run and jump all while laying around. Cool.
The gamer's workout. I ran 5 miles today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Serious? Dang,
in World of Warcraft, yeah. Numlock,
Not
Doritos.
the same thing. Time to run down the top 5 things on the web.
We are going around the net. Big ol' around the net today.
Yeah.
Huge show. In a number 5 today, there's nothing quite like sledding in a winter wonderland, is there?
Well, Kev, maybe murder sledding.
Get him.
It's actually really clever and quite efficient, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, because the same sled they used to shatter his body, they could just load him right up on it, sled him down to the hospital. That's a win-win.
Yeah, I can hear his spine jingling all the way.
Aww.
Music to my ears.
What?
It's music to my ears.
It is? A shattered spine is something that reminds you of the holidays? Or?
I'm weird. I like dirty, dangerous things. It's true.
Right.
In at number 4 today, more fallout.
I like that this was the symbol for that. Oh, sorry.
Dirty.
What? That was supposed to be off camera. Playing Yahtzee. Go on.
Dirty. In at number 4 today, more fallout from the Green Bay Packers NFL playoffs defeat on Sunday.
Yes. Seems that one cheesehead was particularly devastated by the loss, and she knows exactly who to blame.
The Packers were supposed to win the Super Bowl.
Casey,
And they didn't because he told me to put the sparkles on my nails.
I'm sorry. Don't cry.
No, this is your fault. You told me to do the sparkles. I told you not to do the sparkles, and you told me to do it. It's pretty. I don't care about pretty. I wanted the Packers to win the Super Bowl, Megan.
Yeah! Megan!
Jerk. Is that for real? Is she for real?
It is so
She's
for
not-
real, and I love it. It normally takes me like 12 years to teach women that it's entirely their fault. So the fact that she comes preloaded with that self-hatred is awesome. And, by the way, her crybaby parade, it went into overtime.
Oh my god.
And I wore my Clay Matthews jersey, and I said, let me wear my Aaron Rodgers jersey, and you said no. Wear Clay Matthews.
Kevin, what's wrong? What? Did you have money on the Packers or something?
No,
Well, what?
I told her to shoot her videos in landscape mode. And then she shot them in portrait. I just feel the size. Dog, sissy, but
Oh, Kev, there. It's okay.
I don't know if it's okay.
Let's just intro the next video.
Let's take our time right now because
Why?
you're touching me. So
Oh.
let's take our. I like the consoling part. Let's get back to the.
No. In at number 3 today, 2 men, they taunt a llama.
What?
Я и фотографирую, я снимаю.
Awesome. I learned that lesson a long time ago.
Why am I not surprised you screwed with a llama? Why?
Because I live life, Sarah Underwood, that's why.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you, clearly.
okay. In at number 2 is an ode to the classic ballad about looking for love, the Lionel Richie song, Hello.
Hello. One crafty editor has created the ultimate mashup using clips from classic films like A Few Good Men and Being John Malkovich. So prepare to have your heart broken all over again.
I sometimes see you.
Pass outside my door.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello. Hello. Is it me you looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Because you know just what to say. And you know just what to do. I want to tell you so much.
I love you.
Love you too. And now you know what it's like when I do karaoke.
You perform using movie quotes?
No, I mean that when I'm done, all you want to do is make love to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, that's
Yeah.
clearly you haven't done karaoke right. Total Recall fan?
The biggest.
So good. It's
biggest,
just
top
the
5
best,
favorite.
the best movie ever.
I know. I'm
Did he
with
go
you.
to Mars? Didn't he go to Mars? Who knows?
Yeah, no, he went. No, we know he went to Mars. He went to Mars.
Says who?
Wait, what? He was in Mars.
Or he was in a chair at the Total Recall facility,
that's
and
what
then
No. He actually, the thing didn't work, and
Wait.
he got sent on a mission. What are you guys talking
So he
about?
went on a
went to
mission. He
Mars.
just happened to go to the place that he wanted to go in the role that he wanted to go in his dream world with the busty
That's how
brunette
they
that he wanted to be
tricked
with,
him.
or the slutty brunette, I think is what the
That's how
option they
they
chose.
tricked him. That's what they wanted you to think, but really, he did. He saved the world, Kevin.
Clearly. Well, at least Mars. He at least saved Mars. We'll give him that. Whether or not it was real.
He was there.
Okay. Fantastic. By the way, that was an awesome clip to show on Sopa Day. Like,
Yeah, we
fair
couldn't
rights
have
for
done any of
nobody.
that.
That would have had 1,000 websites shut down in a minute, but we exist because Sopa doesn't. All right,
Yeah.
still ahead. President Franklin D. Roosevelt drops the F-bomb. And I'm not done.
What?
And he fights a werewolf. So there's that.
See, revolutionist history in our number 1 ATN.
So what if, when he was in the chair,
number 1, guys.
should we give it to him?
Let's give him number 1.
Okay, here it comes. Our number 1, I want to be very clear about this. Our number 1 video is a real trailer for a real movie.
Yes. And it tells the real story of a great American president.
Oh.
Really.
When the werewolf attacked you and bit your leg,
Goblins.
it released a small stream of... You've got the polio, Frank.
Does my still work? I think the werewolf might have come from Germany.
Germany, Italy, Japan, by joining forces.
I say we go to war.
I call this the Delano 2000. We must blast their asses.
Play it, pimp to pimp. I appreciate it.
I'm a motorcycle of death. I ain't got no sidecar.
Damn you, Frank!
We have nothing to fear but Marco Polio. Fear itself.
Polio.
Yes! Although, as much as I love it, it does bother me because
Why?
the History Channel has really gone downhill lately. I used to trust them and...
I don't think that was the History Channel, Kev. I'm pretty.
Okay, how are you so sure?
Well, it's easy. There weren't aliens or Yetis. So.
Good point. That That does prove that we can accomplish anything as a society as long as we have medicinal marijuana and Kickstarter. We can. You got an idea? Well, all right, put machine guns on a wheelchair. Yes! I love it. That's America, everybody. Yeah. But now we have a special message from another great American cut from the same cloth as FDR.
Our friend, David Cross.
Hi, I'm David Cross. The Wire is one of the greatest television shows ever made, but the number of people who will ever watch the show in the entire course of human history is less than half of the number of people who watched that 2.5 Men rerun last night. Nice work, America.
So depressing.
In Kenya alone, there are 1.5 million people living with HIV or AIDS, and 1.2 million children who have been orphaned because of the disease. That sucks.
Yeah, it does, David Cross.
Hi, I'm David Cross. Did you know that the polar ice shelf is receding at an increasing rate year after year? In fact, there are more juggalos on Earth right now than there are polar bears.
You're kidding me, right?
Nope. But on the bright side, the increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret airs every Friday night on IFC. So take that, juggalos.
Okay, I'm on board.
I got some bad news.
What?
Vampires are attacking humans again.
That is bad news, yes. But the good news is the Bloodsuckers and Underworld Awakening, they're the old-timey badass types. You know, the undead ones. They're not the twinkly tweens that you guys are sick of.
Okay, good.
So, yeah,
good.
fine. It's been almost a full decade since Celine and crew made their debut in the first Underworld film. And with the fourth movie in the franchise set to hit theaters this week, we've got a refresher course to get you learned and ready for Underworld Awakening.
This is a new war.
Released back in 2003, the first Underworld introduced us to Celine, a vampire who hunts and kills a breed of shape-shifting werewolves known as Lycans. Celine discovers that the Lycans are trying to kidnap a human named Michael Corvin and use his blood to create a Lycan vampire super hybrid. After saving his life, she's forced to turn her back on her own kind and become a fugitive on the run. The first film was a huge hit. It raked in almost $100 million and inspired multiple literary spin-offs, including film novelizations and a comic book series that was published by IDW. The franchise's next installment would reveal the origins of the vampires and Lycans. Underworld Evolution introduced the father of both species, Alexander Corvinus. His two sons, Marcus and William, would become the first ever vampire and werewolf in the franchise's mythology. The third film, Rise of the Lycans, is a prequel to the first two films and tells the story of how the war between the Lycans and the vampires began. Which brings us to the latest film in the action horror franchise, Underworld Awakening. Celine is being held captive by the humans, who are now waging an all-out war against the vampires and the Lycans. She manages to escape with the help of a unique hybrid child who might hold the key to ending the war once and for all.
Do you not know who I am?
Awakening is the first in the franchise to be released in 3D, and it was the first 3D movie to be shot with the Red Epic camera, which is the same camera being used for the upcoming movies The Hobbit and the new Spider-Man. So now that we've got you caught up, you're ready to be fully re-immersed in the Underworld when Awakening hits theaters in 3D this Friday.
Vampires.
Yes, and please don't kill us. Or at least wait until after Underworld Awakening opens on Friday, January 20th. Then you can murder us and do whatever you want with our bodies. We don't really care.
No.
Put them in a bag, set them on fire, throw them on a river. I mean, it's really not a big deal. We'll be dead.
Tell
We won't
them,
care.
No, speak for yourself.
Huh?
Still ahead, Abs has a sneak peek at 2 new games, including Terra Noctis, where you become the nightmare you've always dreaded.
Huzzah. And later, the king of the Northwest, Fred Armisen of Portlandia, will be here. So you should watch that, because it will be something you'll want to watch. Shish. Yes. This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Underworld Awakening in 3D, in theaters Friday. Here's a question for you. Would you swim to Alcatraz and back for an actual get-out-of-jail-free card? You logged on to G4TV.com and told us what you thought, and we'll have the results after the break.
Oh, you're out so soon. What,
I said I was gonna dive in. I dove in. It sucks in there. The results are in, and about 58% of you said that you would swim to Alcatraz and back for an actual get-out-of-jail-free card. Look, if Sean Connery can do it, then so can you. Log on to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you'd go. I see what you tweeted there. Nice Twitter wall checking.
Yeah.
What do we got? Chew you, chew ever, forever.
It doesn't matter,
chew ever
really.
yeah, right. He says Juggalo diss. Another reason why I absolutely love you guys. LMAO! Put your ass back on!
You were a juggalo though, right?
I dabbled. We all have phases, but some of us grow out of them, juggalos. But I don't think we make fun of juggalos because we don't like juggalos or we don't like Insane Clown Posse. Several people on our staff like ICP. I think we do it because it's funny when your makeup runs when you cry. That's just it's a hilarious visual. It's like you were a sad clown and now you're just a really sad clown.
I see what you went there. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, but we're gonna actually send Sarah to the gathering of Juggalos this year. She's gonna feed the Juggalos.
No, I didn't.
News and Fago. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.
I'm scared.
You should be. You should be. It's all right.
No. Super Scott 353. Friends don't let friends share videos in landscape.
Thank you. It's the tiniest thing.
I didn't even know you guys explained to me what landscape was. I've never noticed that when I've turned my phone.
Yeah, portrait, landscape. It's like they asked, why did they ever make it record a video like this?
Makes sense.
What aspect ratio with? Other than our Twitter wall. Other than this giant screen behind me, you tell me who in their right mind would ever need that aspect ratio.
I don't know, don't make
Nobody.
sense.
Turn your phone, kids.
Yeah.
All right?
For those tweets, you're getting a copy of the Guinness World Records 2012 Gamers Edition.
Did you feel the energy that came off that?
It scared me.
That was a Hadouken, a Portuguese Hadouken. If you want to be a part of our show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us to @AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS. It's that easy.
Yeah. Sneakerheads goes back. There's good stuff in there.
Records.
Sneakerheads goes back the 80s with Vans and around the world with a special 4-pack of Nike.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Celebrate the Chinese New Year with shoes made in Vietnam.
Yay!
2012 has finally arrived. And while it could mean the end of the world, it doesn't mean you should go out looking like a slob, especially with these latest kicks. First up, dust off your BMX and bust out your bunny hop. Vans has taken their classic sneaker and remixed it with a classic 80s twist. Called the Rad Authentic, these Vans low tops are a throwback to the fast-paced BMX racing flick Rad. The shoes are available in red, blue, and black canvas, have vulcanized rubber soles, and are imported from Japan. They are then highlighted with the movie's title printed across the shoe's sole, along with matching laces, making these kicks perfect for all extreme bike riders. Ready to hit the ramp? Then pick up a pair of these rad sneaks over at shop.vans.com for 50 bones. But if you're more into the limited edition side, then you need to check out the sneakers over at Inkheart Kicks. Using a white low top as their canvas, they've designed a whole line of geek-themed footwear, like these manga and colorful graffiti styles. They also have a tribute to the cult cartoon adventure Time, along with several robotic and horror-inspired shoes. But the coolest are these retro video game low tops, from an old-school Mario to a mishmash of gaming icons. Snag a pair over at the Inkheart Etsy page for about $70 to $100. And finally, grab your hooper ball and get ready to dunk! Nike has remixed their classic line of Jordans, Zooms, and Air Force Ones in honor of the Chinese Year of the Dragon. The Air Jordans 2012 are blue and gold with MJ's classic silhouette printed against the side, while the Kobe System Supremes are a mix of red, yellow, and green with Bryant's signature and a dragon pressed into the back. But if a minimalist style is more of your thing, then check out their new Air Force Ones. These all-black sneaks have a silk texture along the side with a dragon sewn into the tongue. Nike then took the Kevin Durant Zooms and infused them with water imagery, from a wave pattern on the strap to a water dragon laser etched into the back. While there's no price as of yet, you can expect to perfect your jump shot when these Dragon Kicks drop later this year at select Nike retailers. So there you have it. Some b-ball, some gaming, and a little bit of biking. Even if the end of the world is around the corner, that is no excuse not to look your best.
Whoa.
Yes, indeed, my friends. Pro tip, by the way.
What?
Make sure that the only Vans from the 1980s you get into are the sneakers.
And speaking of the Chinese New Year, Puma just released their Year of the Dragon set, including a track jacket and their classic suede shoe in red. They even feature a crosshatch design that give them an extra dragon-y look. Happy New Year, China. Oh, see? That's not China-y at all.
All the news you need to know.
It's Wednesday, January 18th, and here are your top stories. Did you notice a couple of sites missing from the internet all day? Well, that's because today was the day that the internet fought back. In addition to street protests in New York, sites from Google to Reddit and even Wikipedia went full bore by calling for action against the Stop Online Piracy Act and its sister bill in the Senate. The good news? Well, because of public outcry, both bills are now hemorrhaging support. Various senators and representatives have jumped ship on the current bills, including 3 prominent co-sponsors. Yay! At this point, SOPA's vote is delayed in the House, but the Protect IP Act is still set for a vote early next week. For more info on the internet's day of action and what you can do, visit sopastrike.com. Now, bad news, fanboys. George Lucas is calling it quits. Sort of. In an interview with the New York Times, Lucas said Red Tails was his last big-budget film. Instead, he's turning away from effects-driven blockbusters to dedicate his time to low-budget passion projects. When explaining his reasoning, Lucas said, quote, "Why would I make any more Star Wars movies when everybody yells at you all the time and says what a terrible person you are?" Oh, George, it looks like all that fanboy venom is getting to you. It's okay, George. We still love you. Even after Jar Jar Binks. Oh, and making Greedo shoot first. Oh, and actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stop there. I'm gonna let it be. BioWare is giving gamers the best Valentine's Day gift ever, Mass Effect 3. Today, they said a playable demo for the third Mass Effect will arrive for the 360, PS3, and PC on February 14th, with both single and multiplayer content. BioWare said the demo will have Kinect compatibility, so Xbox players will be able to shout commands and respond to in-game characters with their own voice. Will you look like a jackass yelling at your TV alone in your living room? Of course! But you can look forward to doing so when Mass Effect 3 hits stores March 6th. Hooray! And finally, Mila Jovovich is back as Alice in Resident Evil Retribution, and we've got an exclusive first look. We've seen a lot of trailers in our time, but we have to give credit where credit is due at taking a different approach on this one. September 14th. I am Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. And now, back over to Kevin.
Thank you so much, Sarah Underwood.
You're welcome.
Apps, huh? Yeah. Am I right? Yeah. It's a new year, and for some of us, that means a new iDevice. So here are a couple of the best games to start the year off right. First up, defend your homeland from a ravenous horde in Kingdom Rush. In this fantasy-based action defense game, it's your duty to protect your kingdom against waves of invading monsters with the use of clever tower placement. Start by building 4 basic towers. A barracks that produces knights to intercept the invaders, archer towers for quick sniping, mage towers for armor-piercing magic, and artillery to lay down some area damage. During the course of battle, aid your towers by using divine powers to send in reinforcements, or unleash devastating meteors to keep those pesky invaders in check. The stars you'll earn for completing a level go towards upgrading your towers and spells, allowing you to specialize your method of defense. With over 50 achievements to conquer, Kingdom Rush is a great buy for only $3 on your iPad. However, if you find yourself reminiscing about the games of yesteryear, then cast your glance at Terra Noctis. This iOS platformer has you playing as a personified nightmare named Alan, who's about to flunk nightmare school unless he can become truly terrifying. Traverse the map by using the left arrow keys to move, while using the right keys to jump and crouch. Jump on the heads of your foes to destroy them, or shoot deadly projectiles by tapping and dragging on the top half of the screen. Hidden throughout each level are 15 red fairies, a secret coin, and the letters S-C-A-R-E. Yeah, scare. You'll need to collect them all in order to complete the level. Between worlds, you can spend the fairies you've collected on items in the shop, such as extra lives and power-ups that'll grant you special abilities. So if you're looking to scratch that platforming itch, then download Terra Noctis for just 99 cents in the iTunes App Store. Go on, start the year off with a smile while you're playing one of these nightmarish kingdom-defending gaming apps.
It's time now for another thing we found on the internet that was interesting.
The Rolling Stones, they made a career out of channeling sexual frustration through American blues rock songs.
The YouTuber behind this video is doing the same, except she's venting her frustration about overcooking her dinner with some truly horrific CG.
I don't want my pizza burning. I walk for miles. I smell it burning. All I want is for you to give me my pizzeria.
Terrifying twist at the end. I didn't see that coming.
It was like the Taiwanese animators hooked up with like a grandma that still uses Prodigy.
Yeah,
that's what that was. That was amazing. I would pay to see that show live. I absolutely would. Oh, Jesus, no.
That was what it looked like.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes, Sarah.
Off topic.
What?
But who's your favorite vampire hunter?
Oh, Buffy, obvi. Duh. I mean, right? Everybody.
Besides her.
Oh, it's Totes Van Helsing then. If I had to pick another one, I mean.
Try again.
Do Count Chocula. He counts, right? He's got enemies.
Never mind. On an all-new episode of Marvel anime Blade.
Blade! All right! Yeah, Blade's cool with his swords and his stuff.
Like I was saying, an all-new episode of Blade airs this Friday at 11 p.m. For videos and photos and stuff, go to g4tv.com/Marvel. Stay tuned. Fred Armisen will be here to tell us about moonlighting from SNL in Portlandia. Stick around.
I will.
Hipsters, who doesn't love making fun of those pretentious tools?
Why don't we watch this Battlestar Galactica DVD I just got? Season 1. I heard really good things about it.
Okay, I mean, the woman that I volunteer with at the Humane Society is always like, this is such a great show.
Let's watch this.
Okay, listen. One episode, and then we go to dessert.
Okay, we'll definitely make it. Gotta be 40 minutes tops. Wow.
Okay, it was good.
That's so well done.
Do we have time to watch one more, you think?
I think so.
What? Yeah, that is crazy.
That's amazing.
I just texted Sarah happy birthday, so that's done. I have to get up early for work, so let's get in our PJs, and then we'll watch one more.
Okay, one more.
I don't remember the last time I got in the bathroom.
Oh, my legs are like asleep.
I a little bit feel like I have a bladder infection, but I'm just gonna get antibiotics after the next episode.
Oh, if I had a nickel. Please welcome back Fred Armisen, everybody.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
All right, have you ever, was it Battlestar? Have you ever geeked out over a piece of media like that? Really, over Battlestar?
Yeah. Oh, Battlestar, are you kidding? Yeah. I think I almost feel like that's the only way to watch it. I think the only way to, that's not something you take lightly. Battlestar is just like,
it's true.
You got to go all the way through.
When I had friends that watched it, they would literally, it wouldn't be like, oh yeah, just, Netflix an episode, see what happens. They would say, kill your pets.
Yeah.
Spend Friday through Monday in front of your television, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what convinces you. It's the way people describe it, and that's the way it was with me. They were like, no, you don't understand. You've got to see it. But I've been like that with other shows too. The Wire's like that.
I think Portlandia is like that for a lot of people now. Even though there's the.
Guys, come on.
No, I mean they don't.
They look like Portlanders though.
They could. There is a lot of flannel over there.
I see a lot.
There is a lot of. It's either
lot of
Portlandia
flannel.
or Sarah McLachlan's about to do a PSA about dogs. Something's gonna happen over there.
Yeah.
Has your life always been this touched and gifted and amazing, or was there
You know
at some
something?
point?
I actually feel like I've had a very lucky life. Like even when I was in a band, even like everything that I've done, it's always seemed like just the way I've wanted it to be. Even when it wasn't perfect, it was still. I've always felt very lucky.
Really?
Yeah.
Like even when you're in an opium den and you're mainlining heroin, you're like,
Yeah.
you know what?
But I
this
got the
isn't the
heroin.
worst heroin, and you have it.
But I got it.
You weren't longing for it.
I wasn't like, jonesing for it. And that's the thing that's really good. You know. By the way, heroin is so addicting.
It really is. People don't know.
You get addicted to it. It's like, for me, it's like a drug.
Right. And it's something like you can't stop thinking about it. You won't stop thinking about it. You do it, and you're already just thinking about the next time you do it. It's like Splenda.
Yeah. A little more.
The one thing that hasn't gone right, and I hate to bring it on a downer now, is your bike riding ability.
Yeah.
Apparently is just lackluster.
Yeah, I'm abysmal on it because we have this one, a few scenes actually where I'm on a bike. In season 2, we're on a double bike, and then
That's how you know you're bad at it, when you're on a bike
and I'm shaking.
It's like you're frying eggs.
And I'm shaking.
That's terrible.
And I played like the guy, like with the piercings on a fixie bike.
Yeah, bikers' rights.
Yeah. And those are called fixie bikes, which is the most ridiculous way to design a bicycle. There's no gears and no brakes. You have to just sort of you stop turning, and that's how it stops. And we had to fake it because I was like, I'm not riding that. I'm just bad on things. And
like even on a Segway that self-balances, you'd be toppling over?
I'm a mess. And so I got on this thing, and we couldn't have been shooting for more than 10, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Portland streets, there's little train tracks for the trams. It's like a little groove that goes in. And somehow, instead of riding down the side of the street, I went right for the tracks. But I got stuck. And it's so scary because you think you're going to die and you're going to fall. So it's like this, and then total fear. And then I didn't want to do it anymore. So I'm terrible on bikes.
That's all right. You'll get better at it. Or you just won't do it, and that'll be that. You'll get a stunt double.
I'm kind of like, I'm not trying to pretend to be wimpy about it. Something scares me about bikes. Something's like, you're so vulnerable, and there's so many cars, and cars don't care about you, and something about it.
Even in Portland, the cars, I thought they respected
That's different, yes. Portland, bikers, I mean, like, if you're in a car and you're at a stoplight, there's so many lanes for bicycles, and there's like whole schools of people coming by and families, and it's
and one guy's screaming because he's caught in the trolley track, so it's you.
I'm safely in the I'm like, no thank you. But yeah, they really respect bicyclists there.
Very cool. I know we're running out of time, but SNL.
We are?
We are running out of time.
Damn it.
Because someone's screaming in the background there. Very silent scream.
Don't scream.
SNL's.
This show is so great. I love the set.
Oh, go
You're
on,
always
continue.
nice.
No, this is great.
This is like such a nice vibe.
Thank you. Well, we love you too, Fred Armisen. But SNL's coming up again with you got a big election cycle happening.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious because you do have to impersonate our president.
Yeah.
Have you noticed him change much at all? Has he evolved as a character that you have to impersonate? Or?
You know what's changed? Our perception of him. I feel like we know him a little bit more at first. He's such a stranger, as any new person is. And I feel like myself and everyone, we know a little bit more about him. His mannerisms, the things he says, and
does that change the way you approach him, though? Or?
A little, yeah. I think about it less and make it more like myself.
Really?
Instead of, like
how would I indefinitely detain somebody? Is that what you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's the first thought. How would I indefinitely? Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait to see it. Listen, I've already seen 2 episodes of the new season of Portlandia. They're hilarious. You've got the live show touring as well.
Yeah, it's all fun.
Luck might have something to do with it, but I think it's just because you're incredibly talented and very, very sweet. So thank you for that.
Thanks for saying that. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Portlandia airs Friday nights on IFC. Just watch it.
It's time to attack this caffeinated stuff. Need caffeine quick? Well, get your blood pumping faster than ever with the Turbo Snort Energy Shot Nasal Spray. Rolls right off the tongue. Up to 4 sprays in each nostril bypasses the blood-brain barrier and gives you up to 5 hours of energy with no crash, bad taste, or upset stomach. Turbo Snort contains no chemical preservatives or fillers, and 1 bottle lasts for weeks. Head over to greenstations.com and enter the coupon code ENERGYFIEND to get 2 bottles for only $15. Now, are you not interested in squirting things up your nose? I get it. Get your caffeine caffeine fix with wired waffles. These traditional Liège-style waffles are created for an authentic Belgian recipe with a kick and don't need any butter or syrup. Just pop it in the microwave and nom on the go. Each waffle is packed with about 200 milligrams of coffee, equal to about 3 cups of coffee. Buy a 5-pack for free with free shipping for less than $22 and you're set for the work week. And here they are. I get to... That doesn't smell like waffles. These smell weird. What is this?
I got excited. They smell like waffles to me.
Can
I try it?
caffeine? Yeah, let's try it.
I'm all right.
It's actually really good. Yeah. Still ahead. Chris Gore meets the cast of George Lucas' World War II Epic Red Tails.
Yummy. First singles for you, second and third are me.
I mean, like, I've heard.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Jeremy Allen White from Shameless will be here to possibly con us into a fight club. Then Chris Gore sits down with Kate Beckinsale, who once again dons the skin-tight leather for Underworld Awakening. And we'll rate the brand spanking new HTC Amaze on Gadgetpron. Is this the 4G smartphone to rule them all? See it tomorrow.
Behind the scenes, spoiler alert, Kevin just ate the entire waffle in like 5 seconds.
I tried to swallow my self-hate and it didn't work. That was a bad idea. Bad idea.
George Lucas is promising that his latest film is his last blockbuster.
And Chris Gore is no stranger to indie movies, with all-male casts. So he was the perfect choice to talk to the men behind Red Tails.
Yeah.
It's one of the most heroic events ever told, and it's hitting the Cineplexes with the Lucas touch. Red Tails is the true story of an African-American World War II flight squadron who, despite segregation, is called into battle and makes history defending our nation. Let's be honest, if you guys were to trade places with the real men who flew these planes, you'd the proverbial brick.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially at the age they did it, 19, 20, 21. I wouldn't go up as a 40-year-old man. I wouldn't go up.
Yeah, life and death decisions at, 18, 19, 20. It lets you know where they were in their maturity.
Now, we've done every low-down, dirty job you've handed us, hoping that we would just limp along and go away.
Even though in our film, it looks like you're 20, 30 feet away from the other plane, you're really about 300 feet away from the person in front of you, the person that you're firing at. So you have to be so incredibly precise at trying to hit them, follow them, and not get hit at the same time.
What was it like to work on a film with George Lucas? I mean, this is incredible.
To be the Star Wars geek that I am and have been pretty much my whole life, and I wear the flag proudly. I was doing everything in my power to not turn into a super fanboy in front of him.
Get your head up, son. You fighter pilots.
It's like doing Star Wars, but with a story that has proper historical and just significance. There's some weight to it.
Hello, you like taking a train from the front like you should have done.
What was it like to see Red Tails finally come to life on screen?
It's extremely gratifying. I know George has been working on it. I've been working on it. We've been talking about it for a long time. And now it's come to reality. And the main thing is it's the story of overcoming obstacles. It's the story of overcoming the racism that has been in our society. It's the story of how excellence helps us to overcome those prejudices that keep people from looking at what people can do rather than what they look like.
If I were a pilot, I think my name would be Dutch Rudder. Do you guys have Dutch Rudder? You can call me Dutch for short, but if you guys had call signs, you could make up your own call sign. What would it be?
Oh my goodness. It would be help get you something.
Give me some help?
Black lightning. Mm-hmm. Black magic. Blacker.
An amazing tale of heroism matched by some of the most intense World War II air battles ever seen. Red Tails is so realistic, bring a barf bag.
The Fail du Jour stars Mark Mark Wahlberg.
Today, he Pearl Harbored the nation with his questionable 9/11 remarks.
Yeah. In the most recent issue of Men's Journal, Mark Wahlberg explained what would have happened if he had been on one of the 9/11 planes.
This is true. Marky Mark said, quote, "If I was on that plane with my kids, it wouldn't have went down like it did. There would have been a lot of blood in that first class cabin, and then me saying, okay, we're gonna land somewhere safely, don't worry." Apparently he thinks he's Matt Damon.
But Twitter had the final word on this discussion. TV Mojo said, if Mark Wahlberg thinks he could have prevented 9/11, why didn't he prevent the last 4 seasons of Entourage? I like that one.
Michael Ian Black had a good one. He said, to the idiots making fun of Mark Wahlberg for saying he could have stopped 9/11, look at his abs and tell me he's wrong.
Good point.
Always a fresh perspective with that man.
And finally, Video Gum told everyone, Dear SEAL Team 6, thanks, but we have Mark Wahlberg now.
Yes, we do. And
All good
failure
points.
has Marky Mark now.
No.
He really said that. Many, many thanks to our guest, Fred Armisen, first and foremost. Chris Gore, he was here, he did something. I'm sure you were entertained. But if I may, a huge thank you to Miss Sarah Underwood for co-hosting the hell out of this show today.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Wait to see you at the Gathering of Juggalos. It's going to be so exciting.
Kevin.